ticking of warped echoes. Distant glitchy synth stabs, reverse sounds creeping in. Robotic voice, chronologue failing, override engaged. Deep sub-bass, drone sub-bill tension. Sparse percussion, synth stabs, reverse sounds creeping in. Robotic voice, chronologue failing, override engaged. Deep sub-bass, drone sub-bill tension. Sparse percussion, soft metallic taps like clock gears. Halftime beat locks and heavy strong rhythm with gritty bass gloss lyrics. Robotic pass, beat is broken time, fractured space lost inside the shifting place. Second slip, rewind the flow, override the chrono glow. Layered bass pulses with off-kilter modulation. Background efforts, digital rewind clicks, warp sounds, passing fuzz and noise and glitchy snares. Vocal chops glitch repeatedly. Override, 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 override. Pitch bends ascend into tension. Clock ticking speeds up rhythmically. Heavy halftime drop with what bass reverse synth hits and crunchy drum bass. Deep crawling with bidding and pitch modulation. Drums, swung kicks, sharp snares, metallic hi-hats, vocal tag trips. Breakdown with piano notes and glitch textures. Zero copy, beat in time unwinds and shattered waves. Lost within the looping maze. Hold the moment, break the chain. Feel the lock, release again. Soft pads and swirling effects create a floating history in the atmosphere. Subtle clock ticks echo in the distance. Watermarks at top of an additional layer. Sensing glitch rhythm taste pulses faster with heavy modulation. Drum fills and clear triplet rolls and glitching quick as it stabs. Vocal if activated, chrono breach. Final 8 bars built with rising pitch automation and glitch cuts. Elements fade into reversed echoes and ticking fades. Final robotic voice line, chronologue disengaged. Ends with a deep bass rumble and soft digital crackle. Crackling static, electric spark effects. Lost pulsing synth pads with a warped filter sweep. Robotic vocal snippets. Surge detected, initializing recoil. Fast percussion with glitch taps fading in. Bouncing sub-bass enters with jittery synth stabs and chop glitch percussion. PG's Q-Walk, copy edit, voltage hits the circuits fry. Electric pulses amplify, jitter beats collide and snap. Data surges, no time to nap. Percussion, irregular glitch patterns with offbeat clicks and hi-hats. Metallic blocks with rapid pitch modulation. Rising noise sweep with increasingly rapid snare rolls. Vocal chop loop. Recoil, surge, recoil. The arpeggiator speeds up a filter, resonance rising. Full glitch step drop with because of wobbling bass. Pitch jittery glitch hits and punchy drums. Bass reverie modulator with unpredicted pitch shifts. Trunking copy hit signals, warped streams collide. Electric chaos amplified. Fragments dance and fractured light. Lost inside the data night. Pads with heavy reverb and subtle pitch bends. Soft glitch taps reverbers, synth elements. Origins drop with weird glitch hits. Faster percussion and wobbly bass modulation. Innovation, bass high pulsates with factor alpha-rhythm. Rhythmic glitches. Twins and intensify with triplet hi-hats and rhythmic glitches. Surge, recoil, overload. Final 8 bars include pitch bends and glitch jitters building to climax. Summon fade into static crackles and soft synth echoes. Data surge, recoil, into the digital pop and distant electrical hum. With pitch bends and glitch jitters building to climax. Elbow surge, recoil. Digital pop and distant electrical hum. Static and electric spark effects. Soft pulsing synth pads with the warmth of their sweep. Robotic vocal snippet. Surge detected, initializing recoil. Sparse percussion with glitch taps fading in. Rubbery bouncing sub bass and with jittery synth stabs and choplish percussion. PG's too well, copy EDM voltage hits the circuits fry. Electric pulses amplify, jitter beats collide and snap. Data surges, no time to nap. Percussion, irregular glitch patterns with offbeat clicks and hi-hats. Metallic plucks with rapid pitch modulation. Rising noise sweep with increasingly rapid snare roll. Vocal chops, loop, recall, surge, recoil. Synth arpeggiator speeds up with filter resonance rising. Full force kick drop with aggressive wobbling bass, jittery glitches and punchy drums. Bass re-modulated with unpredictable pitch shifts. Drawn hypnotic vocals, gripping shares and stuttered hi-hats. Vocal tag chopped and filtered, data surge, recoil. Glitch effects sporadically interrupted with glitcher. Speed breakdown with swirling pads and glitch echoes. Lyrics reverberated, copied, heated. Signals warp the streams collide, linger chaos amplified. Fragments dancing fractured light, lost inside the data night. As with heavy reverb and subtle pitch bends. Soft glitch taps and reverse synth elements. More intense chocolate layer glitch hits. Faster percussion and wobbling bass modulation. Bassline pulsates with faster electro change. Bassline pulsates with faster LFO and filter changes. Drums intensify with triple highest rhythmic glitches. Surge, recoil. Finally bars include pitch bends and glitch stutters building to climax. Elements fade and static crackles and soft synth echoes. Final vocal fade. Data surge, recoil. Data surge, recoil. Ends with a digital pop and distant electrical hum. Static and electric artifacts. Rising noise sweep with increasingly rapid snare roll. Vocal chop, recoil, surge, recoil. Rising noise sweep with increasingly rapid snare roll. Vocal chops, loop, recoil, surge, recoil. Focus to drop of the riffs with wobbling bass. Cherry click glitch hits and punchy drums. Rubbery and modulated waves with unpredictable pitch shifts. Trying to kiss with glitchy snares and stuttered hi-hats. Vocal tag chopped and filtered data surge, recoil. Glitch effects vertically interrupt with precision. Vertically interruption. Atmospheric breakdown with rolling pads. Metal pins operated with unprotect shifts. Reverberated with unpredictable pitch shifts. Stuttered hi-hats. Vocal tag chopped and filtered. Data surge, recoil. Glitch effects sporadically interrupt with some the texture. Atmospheric glitch hits and punchy drums. Bass rubbery and modulated with unpredictable pitch shifts. Punchy keys with glitchy snares and stuttered hi-hats. Vocal tag chopped and filtered. Data surge, recoil. Clicks sporadically interrupt rhythm for texture. Atmospheric breakdown with swirling pads and glitch echoes. Lyrics all repeated. Signals warp the strings come to light. Electric chaos amplified. Fragments dance and fractured light. Lost inside the data night. Bad with heavy reverb and slow pitch bends. Soft glitch taps and reverse synth elements. More indelible glitch bends. More intense chocolate layered glitch hits. Faster percussion and wobbling bass modulation. Bassline pulsates with faster LFO and filter changes. Drums intensify with triplet hi-hats and rhythmic glitches. Vocal chops out. Slow vocal pitch bends. Lost inside the data night. Bad with heavy reverb and subtle pitch bends. Elements fade into static crackles and soft synth echoes. Final vocal fade. Data surge, recoil. Ends with a glitch sparks, modem screeches, boot sequence samples. Ambient pulse interrupted by audio artifacts. Data stream unstable, surge detected. Recoil imminent. Rapid hi-hat flickers begin to appear. Build rises with pitch warp synth loops. Beat logs and triplet hi-hats knocking 808s. Filtered growls rising under the surface. Lyrics cobbling. Copy edit, I thread the wires where the surge begins. Pulse ignites like needle pins. Cores combust in fractal waves. Echo slam through data graves. Background effects, data screeches. Binary code whispers like energy spikes, LFOs flutter, glitch vocals loop over rising snare rolls. Vocal loop, coil, backlash breach. Synth swells, pitch bend drops. Countdown down, injecting drop in 3, 2, 1. Injecting drop in 3, 2, 1. Explosion of bass, distortion and glitch artifacts. Lead synth granular saw wave that bends and stutters mid-hit. Kick layered with metallic smacks. Bass detune warping every 2 bars. Vocal chop tag. Surge recoil initiated. Shift to a more ambient digital dreamscape. Crystal arpeggios over the tune pads. Distant radio interference samples. Lyrics I'll be Edits slip between the static haze. Feedback loops I can't escape. Writing noise that tears the thread. A line inside what should be dead. Heavy a variation of drop one with added layers and triplet glitches. Maiden bass screams layered with reverse fills. Trap style snares with glitch bursts on off beats. Glitchful joke riot recoil complete. Final 8 bars rhythmic automation stutters bass silence fake out. Glitch echoes fade into a deep sub hum. Stream closed, packet failure. Memory loss confirmed. Ends with a burst of white noise and a hard digital click. Stream closed, packet failure. Memory loss confirmed. Ends with a burst of white noise and a hard digital click. Sets in with digital crackles and boot up glitches. Distorted whisper loops beneath the surface. System override. Aggression threshold exceeded. Broken power line buzz. Sporadic sparks and voltage arcs. Filtered synthetic rhythm resembling a heartbeat monitor gone erratic. The tension rises fast. Pitch bent riser faced with percussive clanging. Zero filters moving like a machine. Heating up. Dragons creeping underneath. All chromatic. The tension rises fast, pitch rises mixed with passive clanging. Arrow filters open like a machine heating up. Baseball spliggins creeping underneath. Vocal circuit unstable. Prepare for rage state. Sudden silence and then absolute bass carnage. Euro style growl slice across a pounding gust beat. Kick is meaty and dry with a soft punch. The thuds like slamming a steel door. Bass lines constantly more glitch bins. Filter sweet distorted stutters. Robotic vocal chopper rage mode. Engaged. Engaged. Semi-triplet pulsating mechanical groove. Nana hits solid smashing for glass. The sheet metal. A full pause with rising elliptic scream effects. Bass slams and bass effects. Broken power line buzz. Sporadic sparks and voltage arcs. Built a synthetic rhythm resembling a heartbeat monitor gone erratic. The tension rises fast. Pitch bent rises bass with percussive clanging. Infinity bites and pulse and slice and heavier signals variate with faster modulation and heavier stutters. Links like fight circuitry. Such a bass patterns die and rise unpredictably. Rapid hi-hat fills to stimulate data. Overload the melody line up spirals downward like a system collapsing. Climactic moment and two violence from its filter into limited chaos. A surge of distortion then the sound short circuit. Bass sparks and static remain. A broken up down voice plays one last message. Bass circuit terminated. Damage irreversible. Fine sound. One last voltage snap that fizzles out in beats of a rumble. One last voltage sap that fizzles out in deep sub-rumble. That fizzles out in deep sub-rumble. Soaring digital crackles. Rock and energy beam FX cascading and echoing. Vocal sample.
Shotlight, cascade, system initializing.
Gradual build of hungry sense with rhythmic gain. Vector breaks kick in with punchy kicks and standard hi-hats, lyrics, energy beats, copy 8, fractured light, breaking rhythms in the night, shocked by waves of electrified, rave ignites, no place to hide, percussion syncopated break beats with sharp digital hits. Bassline punchy rhythmic with slow ground, bassline relief, later glitch bursts, rising filter sweeps and snare rolls.
Cascade, shotlight, cascade.
Cascade, shock bite, cascade, increasing white noise and rhythmic gain. Explosive electro break drops, stutter cascades and vibrant synths, deep and punchy with modulated filter strums, energetic breaks with sharp snares and hi-hats, vocal tap, healthy shadow trees, flutter and lift vibration, run paths and digital crackles, sparkling synths. Copy, edit, broken light and fractured streams, electric pulses, shattered dreams, floating through the neon haze, caught inside the cascade's maze. That's with subtle reverb and delay, push effects letting decorate the space. More intense version of drop one with electric synths and faster percussion. Bassline pulsates with rhythmic sidechain compression. Drums intensified with rhythmic hi-hats and snare rolls. Ice controls, auto bars built with rising pitch bends and filter sweeps. Elements fade and shimmering synth pads and stutter glitch echoes, fun of vocal line.
Cascade, shotlight, fade away.
Ends with a delicate digital sparkle and ambient kick reverb tail. Ends with a delicate digital sparkle and ambient reverb tail. Electrical hums, static crackles, and high frequency pulse effects. Combined voice sample distorted. Static pulse charging. Sparse hi-hats and deep sub rumble slowly enter. Tight punchy drums kicking with complex neurofun drop programming with lyrics circle copy edit static pulses energy flows baseline tracks where no one goes neurofunk in full control power surges through the soul. Bass, dark modulated growling with syncopated rhythm, drums, crisp snares, fast breakbeats, jittered hi-hats, multi-cuts and reverse vocal snippets, rising filtered noise and snare rolls, vocal pulse, reactor, pulse, synth operators ramp up with increasing pitch and resonance, robotic countdown, 3, 2, 1. Powerful neurofunk drop of complex bass modulation and driving drums. This aggressive growling layered with wobbling modulation drums. Fast-paced breakbeats with sharp snares and geared hi-hats. Vocal tag chopped and filtered. Semi-drive static pulse react. Fluctuate to make the rhythm with sharp bursts. Accurate breakdown with eerie pads and echoing glitch effects. Lyrics with a bash. Copy edit. Energy flows circuits ignite through the block in neon light. Pulse and static intertwined in the core rhythms bind. Pass with reverb and slow modulation. Soft glitch taps and reverse synths float over it. Deep sub bass or intense drop with layered synths and complex drum patterns. Bassline pulsates with faster polyphonic added distortion. Rolling breakbeats with triplet hi-hats and snare fills. Pulse reactor. Overload. bars crescendo with rising pitch bends and filter sweeps. Elements fade into static crackles and ambient noise. Final robotic voice line. Reactor offline, static pulse depleted. Pulse reactor depletion. Pulse reactor overload. Final bars crescendo with rising pitch bends and filter sweeps. Elements fade into static crackles and ambient noise. Final robotic voice line. Reactor offline, static pulse depleted. Ends with a sharp digital glitch, deep bass decay.
One on the walk, synced cats bathed in neon glow. Pulsing up radiators with a shimmering texture. Soft glitchy crackles and spark effects fade in. Break the rift, voltage surge. Gradual filters rebuilds anticipation. Art synths rhythmically pulse alongside a driving kick and press claps. Lyrics, inner melodic synth pop style. Arduino, copy, edit, neon lights begin to flare. Electric dreams float through the air, breaking through the static haze. Voltage rests in endless waves. Drums, steady 4 on the floor kick. Snappy claps, hi-hats with subtle swing. Bassline smooth and warm, supporting the arpeggiator's rhythm. Synth laid prop with shimmering glitch, cascades and energetic bass. Arpeggiator shatter into broken syncopated rhythms. Bass, punchy side chains with rhythmic gating. Dodgy kick with crisp snares and glitchy hi-hats. Vocal deck chopped and filtered, engage. Glitch effects and stutter edits accentuate the same cascades. Stringy breakdown with lush pads and glitch echoes. Lyrics, atmospheric. Copy, edit, lost inside the neon glow. Fragments pulse and ebb and flow. Rhythmic expands, the night awakes. Electric heart begins to break. Back slow with warm reverb and subtle delay. Glitch effects slightly decorate the soundscape.
More intense version of drop one with additional layers and faster glitches.
Bassline goes deeper with added distortion and modulation.
Drums include faster hi-hats and syncopated percussion fills.
Voltage breaker ignite the night. Final bars build with rising pitch bends and filter sweeps. Elements fade into shimmering paths and gentle glitch textures.
Last vocal fade.
At the riff, voltage drift in endless waves. Jump down. Final bars build with rising pitch bends and filter sweeps. Elements fade into shimmering paths and gentle glitch textures.
Last vocal fade.
Break the rift, a voltage fades. Ends with a delicate digital sparkle and dicone with our tail. Elements fade into shimmering paths and gentle glitch textures. Last vocal fade. Break the rift, ends with a delicate digital sparkle and get going with our tail.
Dark atmospheric paths with subtle mechanical noises. Twinkling synth accents pan left and right, building tension. Chronic voice settle, jump to line, mirror fuse engaged. Close-up bass hum starts fading in under a rhythmic clicking. Driving text at drums enter, tight kicks, snappy snares and fast hi-hats bend for spatial effect. Lyrics copy, edit, fuse and code, electric veins and killer lines and twisted chains. Vectors cut the side with sky, you refuse the reason why. Bassline punchy, complex modulated with syncopated rhythm, effects, quick glitch fills and reverb sweeps. Rising filtered noise and snare rolls, vocal chops, vector, nerve fuse, vector. Synth tension rises with pitch, bends and modulation. Robotic countdown, through one. High energy, through drop and roll and basslines and synth staccato synth, staccato synth steps. Bass, deep growling with faster rhythm modulation. Helping the breakbeats with sharp hi-hat rolls and stereo. Vocal tech, broadcaster refuse, vector activated. Plus the bass hum starts fading in under a rhythmic clicking. Driving text and drums enter a rhythmic clicking. Driving text and drums enter a tight kick. Snappy snares and fast hi-hats stand for spatial effect. Driving text and drums enter tight kick. Snappy snares and fast and fast and fast. of effect. Babbing kicks and drums, and they're breaking in under rhythmic clicking. Bass looks heavier and more textured. Drums are rattling with flanger and delay on hi-hats, vocal chops, vector system override. Final bars feature tempo starters and glitch cuts. Let's fade into digital static and ambient noise. Final robotic voice, system offline to refuse to terminate. Enter the song digital click and a complete reverb. Bass ambiance, system machinery, hum, radio chat, drone rotor sounds fully fading in. Filtered bass, drones and metallic echoes. Protocol on the mega initiated. Bass strike ready. Snare rolls with metallic clank, city hi-hats laid with industrial noise. Medical synth-pop, PGO rising in filter. Engage drones, synchronized bass. Protocol on the mega. Bass strike ready. Heavy distorted bass with rhythmic pulses, sub-bass laid with industrial noise. Identical synth-pop, BGO rising in filter. Engage drones, synchronized bass. Protocol on the mega. Bass strike ready. Bass strike ready. Heavy distorted bass with rhythmic pulses, sub-bass laid with industrial noise. Identical synth-pop, BGO rising in filter. Engage drones, synchronized bass. Protocol on the mega. Bass strike ready. Bass strike ready. Bass strike. Fractured light, break the frail. Atmospheric texture swell and fade, setting a dreamy vibe. Smooth, future bass with dimensions with crisp percussion and warm bass. Melodic. Colors break like shattered glass. Through the prism of moments past, glitching frames and fractured time. Radiance in every line. Percussion, tight and zag snare, soft caps and syncopated hi-hats. Bass warm and rounded, supporting the synth melody. Rising synth layers and rhythmic glitch effects. Glitch, fade, white noise increase tension. Powerful future bass drop with glitchy synth stabs and energetic rhythms. Synthetism like saws with dynamic modulation. Drum punchy kicks, sharp snares, syncopated hi-hats. Hero riffs and riff inflated, mix and chop. And breakdown with soft pads and filtered vocal echoes. Task copy in, lost inside the radiant glow. Fragments pulse and ebb and flow. Every color tells a tale to tell. In the glitch, synth sail, path with self. Filter sweeps and reverb. Genic and layer effects create a flowing sensation. More energetic and layered version of drop one with additional synth textures. Bassline pulsates with rhythmic sidechain compression. Drums intensify with rolling hi-hats and snare fills. Bars built with rising pitch, bends and filter. Frame, mixing paths, gentle reach echoes, final vocal line, glitch track, fade away, ends with a delicate digital sparkle that keeps reverb tail. washes, synths, heavy rhythms, and modulation, drop snares, hi-hats. Like a painter with concrete synth chops and energy.
Self-sharing synth.
They are layered with water reverb. Gentle filter of white noise, like waves crashing digitally.
Overall, stream can contain light, pluck, melodies fade in and out, setting a dreamy atmosphere. Pop style hi-hats enter with soft kicks and a warm soft bass underpinning. Kotlin copy edit, floating deep inside the code, where currents break and data flows, lost within the neon haze, caught inside the overload maze. Background effects, subtle glitch, taps and reverse synth washes. Arp, synths, sparkle and cascade, in sync with the beat. Rising synth, sweep with increasing filter resonance.
For the bit stream overload.
Narrow bounce tension,
Bass heavy drop with shimmering.
distorted synth leads and wobbling sub bass. Lead synth, detuned, glitch, process. Pitch bends, company, pick with crisp trap snares and rapid hi-hats. Overload, string, can't contain. Light drop melodies fade in and out, setting a dreamy atmosphere. Drop style hi-hats enter with soft kicks and a warm sub bass underpinning. Kotlin copy edit, floating deep inside the code, where currents break and data flows, lost within the neon haze, caught inside the overload maze.
Locked around a saddle glitch, taps and reverse synth washes.
Arc, synths, sparkle and cascade, in sync with the beat. Everyone sparkle and cascade in synth with the resonance. Full chops, glitch and stutter.
Bit stream overload.
Overload, inside the code, where currents break and data flows, lost within the neon haze.
Bullet, tear synth washes.
Arcs and sparkle and cascade, in sync with the beat. Rising synths meet increasing filter resonance.
Overload, chops, glitch,
And stutter, bit stream, overload, overload. Sound, builds tension inside a reverb tail. While currents break and data flows, lost within the neon haze.
the high synth washes.
Arcs and sparkle and cascade, in sync with the beat. Bass and sweep with increasing filter resonance.
Vocal chops, glitch, and stir. Bit stream overload.
Snare roll, builds tension. Bass heavy drop with shimmering, distorted synth leads and wobbling sub bass. Late synth, detuned, glitch, process. Punchy gateway gig with crisp trap snares and rapid hi-hats.
Overload,
Activate, mid drop glitch, breaks and stutters. Add texture, ambient break with watery pads and soft vocal echoes. Lyrics,
vocal,
bubbles popping underwater.
overload,
Stream, can't contain. Light plug, melodies fade in and out, setting the dreamy atmosphere. Kotlin copy edit, floating deep inside the code, where currents break and data flows.
ambient effects, icy textures, crystalline sparkle effects, heartbeat bass notes barely audible at first.
Gentle clicks and echoes that pan left to right like sonar. Distant noise reversed, ethereal. System locked, deep freeze. Shimmerings and thunder, sharply rising like frost on glass. Soft bass pulses underneath, one with analog style filter. Drop style hi-hats sprinkle, gently reverb heavy. Add and wobble to input ghostly harmonic layers. Atmos effects, tune winds with faint delay trails. Add swell upward freezing into crystalline distortion. Builds with the rising pitch glitch, vocal chop. I like that, but take a little chop. Don't know where to thaw. Silence drop for a one beat. Subtle motion bass drop, like an avalanche in slow-mo. Kick a snare combo drenched in reverb, creating a cavern feel. Lead synth, frozen saw, wave modulated with slow LFO. Echo tail drills, the drop repeating in layers like icicle shattering. All breaks back into ambient soundscape. Whispered voice sample, peppers repeat, they never stop. Pop. Frost crackles, slow down, digital jerks. Back slightly to tune and fade, ambient hum, final synth chord stretch until reverb, infirmity. Version to reverb, infirmity. Lock deactivated.
Lock deactivated.
Shibuya FX CPU error beeps. High pass filtered machine hum builds. Sporadic static bursts and reverse riser voice sample.
Penalty detected core meltdown imminent.
Syncopated dubstep rhythm enters. Bass dirty solvase layered with tremolo mod. Gritty mono synth riff with pitch automation. Percussion snappy snares, gated claps, digital highs, lyrics dot char. Copy edit, code collapsing, sparks ignite. Circuit screaming neon light. Memory fracture can't rewind. Now the glitch is redefined. 16th note snare roll building in volume. Filtered riser sweeps upward with increasing pitch. Glitch, vocal chant, loop recover live, break a line. Full built the bass pump drop, heavy detuned bass grounds with comb filtering lead synth. Shades all like objects, chaos kick, snare combo, big room style layered with metallic thud. Glitch effects, stutters, bits crush, and abrupt micro pauses. Has a breakbeat fill in every 4 bars. Bass becomes more saturated like a corrupted wave. Vocal line, fragmented, meltdown, cascade, no reboot. More intense variation, bass beat sliding growls and machine gun style modulation. Glitch melody and hit style buried under distortion. Drums aggressive double time, snare fills, fills. FS, circuit noiser and twisted noises and fast filter modulation. Final voice, cybernetic variation, bass beat sliding growls and machine gun style modulation. Last element, low hum with fades out with glitchy vocal whisper. Shutdown complete.
Trippy.
Volume fill collapsing, sparks ignite. Circuit screaming neon light. Memory fracture can't rewind. Now the glitch is redefined. 16th note snare roll building in volume. Rises from the word with the reflexes. Glitch, vocal shock is spring the one that with the line. The green hook lock and the glitch is redefined. Memory fracture can't rewind. Now the glitch is redefined. 16th note snare roll building in volume. The riser sweeps upward with creasing pitch. Glitch, overload, override, break the line. Bubble boost and bass pump drop. Heavy detuned bass grounds with cone filtering leads. synth chainsaw like untouched chaos. Snare combo, big room style layered with metallic thud, glitch effects, stutters, bits crush, and abrupt micro pauses. Adds a breakbeat filling every 4 bars. Bass becomes more saturated like a corrupted wave. Vocal line fragmented, meltdown, cascade, no reboot. More intense variation, bass pitch, sliding growls, and machine gun style modulation. Glitch melody in 8-bit stop buried under distortion. Drums aggressive double time, snare fills effects. Short circuit noises and fast filter modulation. Final voice scream, cybernetic. All sounds slowly fragment into silence. Last element, low hum fades out with glitchy vocal whisper. Shutdown complete.
Dark synth drone wave with electrical particles as sparks, subtle mechanical wars and glitches, built tension, distant robotic voice sample, warped circuit breaker, preparing collapse. Entering drum pattern kicks in, punishing sharp steps, intermittent hi-hats, baseline deep distorted growls with sudden stops and starts. Glitch synth stabs intermittently break the rhythm. Vocal drops, interlude system failure. Rising synth sniffs of filtered white noise. Drum fills accelerate with glitch effects and snare rolls. Vocal loop intensifies. Collapse. Powerful dubstep drop with crushing bass hits. Jagged synth snaps cut sharply through the mix. Complex drum programming with triplet hi-hats and glitch fills. Aerobatic voice bar, short circuit noises, digital fragmentation. Breakdown through sparse synth pads and glitch effects. Whispered vocal synth pads and glitch effects. Experiments feeble. Return of drop with added layers of distortion and bass growls. Faster drum fills with increased syncopation. Synth snaps become more frequent and aggressive. Digital destruction effects cascade through the track. Gradual deconstruction of elements with glitch fades and noise sweep. Final deep bass rumble fades to silence. Last robotic voice fading. Circuit breaker offline. Warped. Shivering synth artile was built with layered digital effects. Distant city ambience, hum of neon lights and faint traffic noise. Subtle rhythm clicks and hi-hat taps fade in. Breaker activate. Bassline drops in with a deep rolling groove. Simply sharp chop stabs with pitch modulation. Breakbeat rhythm begins, driving the energy forward. Laser light sweeps and push accents. Rover, pubbing edit, breaking through the neon haze. Chasing lights in endless maze. Pulsing nights, circuit flare. Grid breakers everywhere. Laser light sleeps and glides. Drum fills intensify with air rolls and rising white noise. Break grid. Neon lights. Electro house drop pounding bass with pulsating rhythm. Synth beat pulsing too fast with ringing stabs. Return of the club with added synth layers and bass punch. Percussion becomes more intricate with triplet fills, swirling pitches and reverberant lens and pitch slides. Layers peel away, leaving a simple arpeggio and fading bass. Final synth stab echoes into silence. Grid faithful sampler, grid breaker offline. Full electro house drop, pounding bass with pulsating rhythm. Synth lead evolves into fast rhythmic stabs. Bird breakers everywhere, reflakers everywhere. Glitch effects and laser swooshes cut through the mix. Energy pulls back to shimmering pads and sparse percussion. White noise. Neon lights, fading fast. Ambient city sounds filtered through delay. Return of the main drop with added synth layers and bass punch. Percussion becomes more intricate with triplet fills. Synth lead as melodic runs and pitch slides. Laser hits, layers peel away, leaving a simple arpeggio and fading bass. Final synth stab echoes into silence. Break, breaker, offline.
Identical harmony that spark effects. Tower risers echo through a synthetic cityscape.
Vocal whisper, protocol initiated, loaded neon array. Percussion slowly builds from filtered bliss and glitch complaints. Driving beat kicks in, electro scare, punchy bass groove. Lyrics snappy edit, sharp pulley, the night circuit fades, electric bites. Neon strikes like razor wire through the bass, we climb higher. Says sharp crystal snaps with delay trails. Rolling cyber grooves, subtly modulating. Laser flickers, hyper data shards breaking apart. Shards sense repeat and glitch and rhythmic stutter. Filtered bass rises with tension. Vocal jump loop, initiate, breach now. Kick roll escalates to full distortion. Subwoofer floats bursts, solid with the crushed edge. Tight and groovy with fills every 8 bars.
All rich max and melodic glitz and glitch clicks.
Ass. Copy and systems fade, the line reboots. Echoes hum through data routes. Neon pulses hard and fast. The shard's code is built to last. Sassy and ambient. Shard effects scatter like digital wind chimes. Helpless flows, glitch effects, simulate reboot. Harder second drop with denser layering, double time shard synths. Baseline has to sense splice. From the cells intensify, from the bass intensify.
Long tour call complete.
Holy cyber grading, tickling the shits. Face the silence, on a soft neon hum. Final vocal, terminated.
Shard synths echo and degrade into glitches. Kick face to silence under soft neon hum. Final vocal.
Protocol terminated. Shard, initiate, breach, now.
Scroll escalated with a bit crushed edge. Dropping groovy with fills every 8 bars. Protocol breach maximum index and glitch allow.
Protocol breach maximum intensity. Pulsing synth arpeggios with a distorted greedy tone, layered with digital noise and flickering code sound effects. Robotic voice system online, phantom grid engaged. Rightful build percussion, mechanical clicks and hi-hats. Full synth punk beat drops, punchy kicks, snappy snare, crunchy hats. Lead synth sharp, jagged riffs with pitch bends, the distortion bass thick, growling synth bassline moving in sync with the rhythm. Coddling, copy, edit, speed up. Overdrive, phantom, overdrive, overdrive. Electro bass, synth punk drop, heavy distorted bass, synths cutting through the mix. Faster beats, synths racing in syncopation and birth. Safe drum pattern, related glitch, percussion effects, digital static, flickering light bursts. Breakdown to minimal pattern, distant echoes, dodge in the grid, no escape. Sparsal synth motifs with delay and reverb. Adrenaline may drop with added distortion and complexity. Bassline victims with growling modulation. Sound deletes, synth and chops get counter riffs. Drum fills become more aggressive, pushing the pace. Evolve layers peel away, leaving a single set line fading out. Final echo and glitch effects trail off into silence. Closing robotic voice. Phantom grid shut down.
Synth that slow, warm yet tense chords. Glitch effects like shattered data fragments crackling background. Synth vocal sample, injecting shadow light, initiating breakdown. So rising noise riser builds tension.
Hard wave beat kicks in with punchy kick and sharp snare. Lead synth emotional soaring melody with distorted edges. Mid bass bomb player with wobble modulation. Glitch stutter slice with the blip between notes. Lyrics match, copy, edit, cracks form in the single line. Data bleeds where pulses shine. Fracture beats collide and bind. Shattered bites collect my mind. Build up on modulation. Synth players rise with pitch bends and ride nicely. Drum fills speed up with glitch chopping. Vocal chopper bends. Shatter break.
Injecting shadow bite, it is sheet.
Injecting shadow bite, it is sheet.
Initiate, breakdown.
Hard keeps in with punch, kick and sharp snare. Lead synth emotional soaring melody with distorted edges. Mid bass sponge layered with wobble modulation. Hex purpose sponge layered with wobble modulation. Play sudden with between notes. Lyrics bishop flash, copy, edit, crack form in the single line. Data please with pulses shine. Fracture beats collide and bind. Shattered bust collect my mind. Build up on modulation.
Hard wave beat kicks in with punchy kick and sharp snare. Lead synth emotional soaring melody with distorted edges.
Heavy compressed punch layered with wobble modulation. Glitch stutter slice rhythmically between notes. Lyrics stash, copy, edits, cracks form in the single line. Data please for pulses shine. Fracture beats collide and bind. Fracture beats collide. Shatter break. Modulation. Fracture beats collide and bind. Flipping it cracks form in the single line. Data bleeds where pulse beats collide and bind. Copy, edit, cracks form in the single line. Data bleeds where pulses shine. Fracture beats collide.
Electric comes and buzzing synth drums, sharp digital sparks and robotic voice snippets. Bridge a robotic, charging shock core.
Hard-hitting bass drums with pushy kicks and tight snares. Bassline aggressive, distorted with oscillating growl. Screaming synth leads pierce through with fast modulation. Glitchy percussion and zap effects layer in vocal chop.
Shock core, ignite.
Rising synthos and filter sweeps. Drum fills accelerate with glitchy rolls. Vocal loop intensifies.
Reactor outpour.
Electro core drop with heavy bass slams and aggressive synth blast fire. Lead synths cut through the mix with distortion. Drums punch hard with syncopated hi-hats and triplet fills. Effects and crackles, digital glitches and zap sounds.
Energy pulls back to atmospheric pads and low drums. Spitball at return of the drop with added synth layers and intensified bass. Synth plates become more complex with rapid pitch bends and modulation.
Drum fills speed up and become more intricate. FX cascade with layered glitch effects and electrical bursts.
Noise gradually fade with glitchy noise and low bass hum.
Final synth zap echoes into silence.
Closing, rise. Offline.
First the electric crackles and humming
distant robotic voice sample filtered and distorted. Power rising, voltage surge imminent. Contract beat kicks in with tight punching kicks and sharp snares. Bassline aggressive buzzing synth bass with staccato rhythm. Razor synth lead sliced through with fast pitch modulation. Glitch effects, digital sparks and short bursts of white noise. Shock, voltage, overload. Rising filter sweeps with cascading synths. Drum roll speed up with snare fills and glitch percussion. Vocal loop intensifies voltage. Shockwave, voltage. Full hot drum with pounding bass and electrified synths. Space pulsing, sparks fluttering layered with buzzing distortion. Synth leads cut sharply with pitch bends and rapid modulations. Drums punch aggressively with triplet hi-hats and sharp claps. FS electrical bursts, static crashes and sap effects. Energy pulse back, sparse synth pads and low humming drones. Things as well as current stabilizing heavier bass growls and increased synth complexity. Jagged synth leads weave fast melodic lines of glitch effects. Drums become more intricate with syncopated fills. FX cascade with layered static and digital interference noises. Elements gradually deconstruct with glitch fades and pulsing low end. Bassline aggressive, buzzing synth bass with staccato and buzzing robotic voice. Voltage, shockwave, shutdown.
Electrical hums and sparking glitch tones. Lo-fi static critical fades and vocal stutter systems. Overclock, engage. Drums ramp in with filtered hats and snare ghost hits. Drums fully drop into intricate text that prove. Snare tight, crisp, metallic kick, dry and fast with sub-layering. Layering a maneuver bass, freestyle growl with FM modulation. Remixes, stabs, pulse with tempo. Lyrics synchronized, voice syncopated. Copy, edit, code cascade, circuits drain, overdrive, sparks through theta lanes. Voltage spike reaction chain and flow with signal unrestrained. Mid-bass filters up with rising tension. Percussion glitches begin looping faster. Vocal glitch layer heading left to right. Drive, pulse, clock up. Overflow, high-speed neurofunk drop, rapid hi-hats and break edits, switching neural bass lines moving left to right. Stereo, work hits, sharp mechanical synth layer limits, processing overheat, screeching lag, vocal overlay, bolster, then initialized heat index, max. Brief tempo dip with atmospheric effects, bad, synthetic and eerie, robotic whisper, or temp rising, throttling denied. Copy, edit, bitstream breaks and threaded flow. Time compresses, circuits glow, memory bends the drive ascends. No safe mode, this never ends. Second drop, heavier and glitchier. Re-space tears with added distortion. More complex drum breaks. Lead synth now layering over neural bass. Final flow slice, system breach. Total acceleration. We slowly dissolve into silence. Final science. Shut down, click monitor this. Bolster that. Offline. Funk, drop, reverb, hi-hats, and break edits. Glitching neural bass lines moving left to right in stereo. Perk hits, sharp mechanical synth layer minutes processing overheat, screeching lag, vocal overlay, bolster, then initialized heat index, max. Tempo dip with atmospheric effects. Bad, synthetic and eerie, robotic whisper or temp rising, throttling denied. Copy, edit, bitstream breaks and threaded flow. Time compresses, circuits glow, memory bends the drive ascends. No safe mode, this never ends. Second drop, heavier and glitchier. Re-space tears with added distortion. More complex More complex drum breaks, Euro bass. More complex drum breaks, Euro bass. Bars release the huge themes for metallic clangs and distant static. Some Jones underpair fracture glitch effects. More coded robotic voice system breach initiated. Forging data rift. Aggressive syncopated text and drums enter tight kicks. Snapping snares, rolling hats, bass line, dark modulated growls, weaving in rhythmic patterns. Staff and glitches static weave throughout. Vocal chops, handling pressing, fracture, code break, data shift. Drum fill beat up with snare rolls and glitch effects. This rising pitch with filter sweeps, sparkle stutter loop, rift. Full love, no drop with heavy bass, growls and complex drum programming. Bass lines between sharp pulses and deep sub rumbles. Rolling break beats with glitch fills. Advanced circuit sparks, data corruption noises. Stripped down session with atmospheric passing glitch effects. When the rift, chaos forms to turn up, drop a big pressure bass rhythm, a bunch of glitch effects. Modulated bass, crowd slide through the mix with pitch bends. Drums speed up with intricate fills. Glitch effects cascade around the rhythm. Sounds gradually break apart with rich phase and metallic echoes. Final bass note held and distorted and decided into silence. Lost robotic voice. Badge of Forge, rift complete.
Blitz glitch in and out of tempo, broken arcane startup sound, vocal glitch F match, online. Lo-fi beats slowly emerge from digital static. Loose, groovy glitch, hop, beat with trap snares, lyrics, we built it, read up, he did, pixels crashing, code unchained, lines of chaos in my brain, packets lost in static zones, baseline crashing, circuit bones, basic rhythm with big crush textures, drop syncopated kicks, distorted snares, chop fills and syncopated kicks, distorted snares, chop fills, synth glitch, deep melody mixed with pitchfork bleeds, increasing tempo of glitch, stutters and data corruption effects, vocal chop, hollow, pixel, overload, rise in a synth flow, dissonant pitch bends, chop drop, trap bass and aggressive, digital distortion, big chop drop, trap bass and aggressive, digital distortion, insert, crunchy with mid-range punch, drop sharp snare rolls, triplet fill, vocal tag layer, distortion, pixelated havoc and ideated, randomized synth hits and arcade effects crashing rhythm, but cheap breakdown with stuttered vocal loops and ambient data decay, lyrics, online, copy, edit, memory phrase, signal bent, reboot fails, eye fragment, errors looped by disengage, trapped inside this data cage, sounds analog, his CPU fan blurring static sweeps, heavier glitchier drop with layered rhythms and trap fills, glitch fill with clean beats, ping and zap, overload, bass modulated growl with sharp pitches, new synth layer, applies laser snaps, full drop design to glitch, havoc, system down, SOA, tempo slows, drop dissolve into glitch particles, final digital distortion collapses into silence, closing sick, CRT shutdown, the page offline. Pixel overload, rises in slow dissonant pitch bends, chop drop, trap bass and aggressive, digital distortion, bass chop drop, trap bass and aggressive, digital distortion, third, crunchy with mid-range punch, shorts, drops, snare rolls, fill, pixelated, hits and arcade, crashing rhythm, down, vocal loops, ambient data decay, copy, memory phrase, signal bent, reboot fails, eye fragments, errors looped by disengage, trapped inside this data cage, sounds analog, his CPU fan blurring static sweeps, heavier glitchier drop with layered rhythms, a trap fills between beats, ping, zap, overload, new synth layer ground with sharp edges, synth late is low path, trapped inside this data, trapped inside this data cage, sounds analog, his CPU burns, static sweeps. Heavier, glitchier drop with layered rhythms and trap fills, glitch fills between beats, ping, zap, overload, bass modulated growl with sharp edges, Zeus synth layered upgrades, laser zaps, vocal chop with sliced and glitched, havoc, system down.
Tempo slows, drums dissolve into glitch. Particle